Today in church, we come together for a beloved annual tradition, the Christmas pageant. As with any story, religious or secular, we do not ask, is this story true and did it really happen? But rather, what is true about this story? We believe that there's truth to be found in the Christmas story every time we tell it. And this is why we retell and reenact the story of the first Christmas in the service every year. Because in hearing the words of Scripture and watching the Holy Family and the angels, the sheep and shepherds and the wise people, we find truths that speak to our lives and are reflected in our world today. Each year, it may resonate with you in a slightly different way. This year, I have been reflecting on the darkness and the light and where we can find hope in this season and in this story. While we are in a very different place than we were 1 year ago at this time, thanks to science and the persistence of the democratic process and the leadership of many, the pandemics of COVID, racism, and gun violence carry on, and the erosion of freedoms and of truth continues. I deeply want to believe that we are moving toward greater freedom, peace, love, and hope, all of the things that this season is about. But I can't see it yet. Each week in Advent, we've sung a couple of verses of O Come, Emmanuel, exploring what it means for us to call on God to be with us and for us to be with God in this season. This is one of my favorite Advent and Christmas hymns, and I sing it every year, but this year, as my voice sings with yours about the coming indwelling of a greater love, truth, light, and hope, my heart feels a deep yearning for all those things, which have yet to be fully realized in our world. This morning, as the pageant begins, we will sing a new verse. O come, you day spring, come and cheer our spirits by your presence here, and dawn in every broken soul as vision that can see the whole. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within as light to dwell. Day spring is a word used to refer to Jesus, and it's also the point on the horizon where the sun emerges. It is that moment which moves according to the season when the light first springs from the darkness. We know that with the winter solstice this week, the gradual lengthening of the dark nights and the shortening of days will be reversed, bringing more light to our days. And the story and rituals of Christmas, the baby born in a manger, and the candles that we will hold in our hands as we celebrate Christmas Eve symbolize the light that will come to dwell within and around us. Does this mean a new day is dawning? I hope so, and I want to believe it is so, but I can't see it yet. And so I sing with you, O come, you day spring, come and cheer our spirits by your presence here, and dawn in every broken soul as vision that can see the whole. This season heralds the dawning of something new, whose light shines on us and out from within us, illuminating a vision of the whole. A vision where there is more love and more peace and more hope somewhere. But where? I think and I pray that we will get glimpses of it this morning in the vibrancy of this church community that has come back together after challenging times and that brings forth many great gifts to the world, just as Mary did. We may also glimpse this vision in the pageant of the first Christmas and in the presence of children who take us through the story. Let us not overlook the significance of this moment. This morning, children are returning to our sanctuary in great numbers for the first time since March of 2020. The day spring is coming, the moment when the light emerges from the darkness, showing us a vision of the whole. We may not be able to see it yet, but we have faith. And so today we must summon it through story and song, and we seek it in this story and in one another, the strength to bring it forth.